Ahí con todo van.
Y justo estuvimos hablando de votos, de todo lo que nuestros servicios como ciudadanos estadounidenses y también de Florida. Pero ahora ya que hicimos todo lo que es tarea, vamos a divertirnos un poquito.
Tenemos ahora... vamos a hacer porque me parece que you're going to dance for us at some point, right?
Yes.
But first we're going to drill you.
Hoy tenemos Hoy tenemos a Lauren Chi, que ella es una bailarina profesional, también es una antropóloga, así que vamos a estar un poquito hablando de todo de su vida. We're going to be talking about your life as well. She is very smart. Yeah, we're going to be talking a little about her education, her background, and I don't know if you've seen her dance before, but she's.
I have not seen her dance before, but you know, like she told me that she had a doctorate in anthropology, and I fell in love. I was like, oh my gosh, she's gorgeous. She can dance. And then I like because I get lost. I get lost with most people. You know, it's like hi.
But you're gonna be super into this.
Yes, I know that it's a show about dance, but I want to hear a lot about the college experience.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit, Lauren. Like, how did you get into dance? Like, how did this become? Because this is like your main form of work, right?
Yeah, it's my career at this point. So it started at 22 months. So I had a dancer family. My grandma was a ballerina.
22 months de nacimiento, de 22 meses ni 2 años cuando empezaste a bailar.
Sí.
Wow.
Está bailando desde que es baby.
They don't even do that anymore. But I got in, and it was hard to try to help my feet. So I was born with club feet, and my legs were twisted up very bad. I was supposed to not walk without a limp.
Okay.
And my grandma wouldn't let them cut my Achilles tendon to fix it, and they did it instead, straightening out the feet, putting cast on my legs, and then
How old were you?
This was when I was born. So
wow, cuando nació tuvo que tener una cirugía bastante grande.
Pero no se hizo la cirugía, no, la abuela no dejó que la operaran.
Oh, they didn't let you
no,
get surgery?
So,
no, they pushed.
Empezaron a manipularla. El hermanito mío nació así también. Sí. Él tenía un brace.
Okay, I just put it up for a second. I had to keep looking away because I hate when they put the monitor right there because then I just stare at myself.
So like straightening out my legs, turning them out, like.
And it had a little screw in the back.
Do you remember this?
No,
none of it.
This is baby.
Yeah.
Until I was 18 months.
Okay.
And
So 4 months later, you start dancing.
De ahí para bailarina, wow.
Y a los 4 meses de recuperarse ya estaba bailando y tenía 22 meses, era un bebé.
And you got to be a ballerina after all of this.
Yeah.
So not only did you straighten, and then you got on toes also, on point.
Which was very dangerous. We were very scared. I had to make my feet very, very strong, even more than, because my arch is very overdeveloped, as it is, and my foot is weak. So I had to work even harder to be able to get on point.
The name is never going to be right.
Dance?
They couldn't figure out which way to do it.
I had to do all the time.
Oh, that's good enough.
I say CEK for my whatever, but it's fine.
We've gone to the theater from up north, so we got to see the Nutcracker every holiday. We've seen it by a lot of different primos dancing and stuff, so it was really nice. But you are not a ballerina today.
No, I drifted.
You drifted, and it was a really nice drift. You landed on a good shore because you're the most popular belly dancer now, right?
I guess.
All humility aside, yes. I love humble people. So, how did you get there? When did that transition happen? ¿Cuándo cambiaste de bailarina?
I always wanted it, but I wasn't allowed. So my older brother, he did it, and I desperately wanted to do it.
What?
What?
No. I mean that's funny.
That is my history. I can't
I mean.
No, I know, but it's just funny. It's whatever. Like he's not here, but if you were to see that show,
whatever, who cares?
Tenemos un video de cuando ella era chiquita.
Mira para allá. Qué lindo. Oh my God, you're so elegant. Look at that.
I don't know why they put it on the very beginning part with me like caught in my veil, but whatever. People are so funny with that.
Con
What they pick to
la
put.
música de ellos, del video.
Like literally, there's so many better parts of that.
Está grabado
But
con
whatever.
nosotros, nuestro audio.
De la música.
Okay. That'll be good to know.
Wow, that was gorgeous. Where was that taken? Where did that take place?
It's actually the old Spanish monastery
¿A dónde queda eso?
In Miami?
¿A dónde? ¿En Miami?
in Miami.
Wow.
Nice.
Oye, pero tú hablas español. Te estás haciendo la disimulada. Tú hablas español.
Es como un catedral, no? It's like, is it like a cathedral? Is it the one I'm thinking about?
Yeah, it's the one that's the historic place.
Oh.
Everyone has enseñado photos there.
Yeah, I know. Sí, sí, sí.
But that's better than any quinceañera photo I've seen.
I know, right? That's probably the best production the monastery's seen.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Bueno, pero aparte de ser bailarina, tenés un doctorado en antropología. Like, you have a doctorate in anthropology. How did you go from there to there? You have so many, like, a wide range of interests. I see them.
Yeah, I mean, I always wanted to go. So in the ballet, they told us it was very important to be educated so you could enrich your dancing, because you can only dance what you know and you have to have something to say. And
So the dancing prompted the education.
yeah, they thought it was very important, and you need to, usually in the ballet, you have to retire at 40 years old. So, and even in Bellydance, it's gonna be somewhere around there. You need to have a.
I wish I could convince some of the young artists that decide not to go to school to go and enrich themselves so they produce better work.
It's highly
Or more, at least have a stronger narrative in their work. Because I work in the visual arts. And most visual artists, when they start, they don't, they get a little recognition and then they stop going to school.
It's very normal. And in the ballet, most of the girls wouldn't go, but because it was very hard. You had rehearsal all morning, you had class all morning, rehearsal all afternoon. You only had a couple hours for lunch and a little bit of time during the night, which most of us used to do night jobs to make money because we didn't get paid that much. But you would go to night school and you pushed very hard, and you get through it. You find a way. And then later with the belly dance, it actually made it much easier because you could just work Thursdays through Sundays for a few hours, make your money, and then you could really focus on school.
In your career, I have understood, because I've had out of a lot of the friends that I know that started off in ballet and went on to dance.
I don't know why they can't make it like that's such cheap production.
Got cut off because it, not being able to continue. Was that ever a fear, and did that play a role in making sure you have a strong education?
It's always a fear for everyone. We always are afraid of that knee injury or back injury that's going to send us.
We're going to touch that subject a little more después que regresemos de los comerciales.
Seguimos acá en Hola TV, soy Carla Triviño, estoy con Rolando Chang Barrero y Lauren Cheek, que es una bailarina profesional y nos estaba contando un poco de su doctorado en antropología. I actually know you from years ago.
Yes.
Nos conocemos hace muchos años. Yo trabajaba en un restaurante griego en ese momento y ella era una de las bailarinas que venía a hacer su set todos los fines de semana. So it was usually like Fridays and Saturdays, things like that, right?
Thursday through Sunday.
Oh, you did Thursday through Sunday.
Yeah.
Pero ella siempre fue la que you always spotted her on the dance floor or in the restaurant, because she was the one that always did the most outlandish tricks. Tenía fuego, tenía espadas,
close it up, right?
like
Because
fairy
it's
wings,
from
like
Fireway.
everything. It just came all decked out.
Ella trajo todas esas
Oh my
cositas.
God, lo vamos a ver. Ahora en el próximo se ve cómo es todo
Oh my
eso.
God, I can't wait to see it.
Sí.
No fuego.
No fuego.
No nos dejaron con el fuego.
Hablando de fuego, ¿sabes qué? Hace años atrás había un grupo de belly dancers también que trabajaban con fuego. Qué fascinante, pero qué cosa, qué riesgo. That's a big risk.
Yes.
Because a lot of your clothing, I believe, is really thin.
It's completely
And it's flammable, yes. No, los disfraces, todos pueden coger fuego
Esos
muy
disfraces
fácil.
son caros también, ¿eh? Son muy delicados. They're
Pero
very
tienen que tener-
delicate costumes.
Yeah, yeah.
Sí.
And they will, you can't touch it. It's better, you can touch your skin,
Ajá,
but your fabric no.
sí.
Wow. Bueno, y nosotros siempre, you always worked around metropolitan, Greek restaurants and that kind of culture, right? Like very Eastern European.
Pero sus raíces son griegas. You have Greek roots. Turkish
I have
and
Turkish
Greek.
roots.
The-
My brother has the Greek roots. I have the Turkish.
Yeah.
pero okay, so half brother, medio
my
hermano.
half brother, same
Entonces,
mother.
pero él tuvo mucha influencia sobre esto. He had some influence over you.
Yeah, yeah.
Because él era bailarín. He started off as the dancer.
Yeah, he was the first one because he was in the ballet as well.
Yeah.
He went from ballet to Bellydance.
Dancing.
Wow.
And I wanted to do
And
the
then
same.
you followed him.
Bueno, pero mira qué loco que es, porque ella, al estar en ese ambiente, terminó haciendo su educación,
Su estudio, sí.
doctorado basado en Europa del Este. So you ended up making your dissertation on Eastern Europe.
Yeah,
correct?
it kind of happened. I didn't mean for it to go that way.
Yeah.
But as we were working at the restaurant, I started noticing everyone was coming from the same exact city. There was a very small city in Macedonia, and I realized something was happening there, and I wanted to explore it.
Ajá.
So,
Entonces se dio cuenta que había mucha gente en el restaurante que venían del mismo pueblito de Macedonia y como que, hay algo pasando en ese pueblo de Macedonia, entonces ella se puso muy interesada y fue a ver
A
qué
mí,
estaba
a mí
pasando.
lo que me interesa mucho es, I'm really interested in Turkey and in Greece. Women are not as independent as they might be here. Am I correct or wrong?
it depends on the individual situations, but definitely right now in Turkey things are moving towards a more religious climate that was not seen before.
And you, as an elegant and very gorgeous woman and a dancer, are you treated like the girl or the young lady, and when you tell them that you're highly educated or they find out that you're educated, are they surprised?
They're surprised. They usually don't believe me.
Are they, are they
just think I'm making
intimidated?
a joke.
Are they intimidated?
Once they realize, I can kind of start dropping some very scientific sounding things and to kind of make them realize it's real. And then it'll be an intimidation. Some people find it really fascinating, and they are just.
I find it really fascinating.
Yeah, but usually, in the restaurant or something, they think you're making a joke.
Wow.
Okay.
So you ended up going to Macedonia.
Yes.
To look into this whole, why is everybody coming from this small town Macedonia? Mm-hmm. And could you tell me a little bit, how did that end up?
That ended up, well, it was actually, I followed both that work migration and I was following a couple brothers who were going there that it was their first visit back in a long time, and their parents were kind of hoping they would maybe get a wife from, and kind of reinvigorate the roots because they were pulling away. They were assimilating into America, and it didn't work, by the way. But many people would do that. So usually what happens is they come in the summer, they would get to know people that their parents introduced them with, and then the conversation kept on for the year, via Skype, via WhatsApp, whatever, and then a proposal, probably, and then the next summer they come and marry and take the people, whoever it is, back. Men and women both do this, but more men.
You're talking about assimilation. Now, your dance form, how is that dance form? And I'm asking you because you also have a degree in anthropology.
Yes.
The origins of the dance form and the colonization of the people, and you said that that your brothers might have been assimilating and your mother wanted them to go back to find a wife. How does that affect the artwork in this country? Has the artwork changed?
They get confused.
The dance.
It's completely different. I mean, some people like to draw this line from some ancient time to right now, and really, of course, there was probably a dance that occurred like this, but what we're having right now is coming from the 60s, from what we call the golden age of belly dance, 30s and 40s up until the 60s in Egyptian cinema, before things started getting a little conservative there. We all are influenced by that, and then later the Turkish cabarets, and the American cabaret style that started in the 70s.
Yeah, well, in the 20s and 30s, Rudolph Valentino, Hollywood exploited that whole belly dancing thing with the dancing, and he was probably one of the more effeminate dancers that was always surrounded by a harem, and so that westernized the look of that, and the costuming. Has costuming changed?
The costuming's changed, but it depends on what you're going for. I think this is probably where we keep truest to everything, because we have to be able to get on the floor. In Turkish style, we do a lot of floor work.
Okay.
So we have to be able to get on the floor and get up easy, which means our belts have to be V-cut so our legs can move, and we have to have very high slits. So it's not just to be sexy, it's to have a full skirt and to get on the floor and back up.
You know, the guayabera has that too.
Yeah.
If you have guayaberas, and they have a couple little buttons on the side, so when they get on the horse, they get into their pockets.
Yeah. It's part convenience, and it's something beautiful. You see, there's changes that are happening in Egypt with the costuming, where it's becoming much more sexy because the audience is shifting slowly to an all-male audience, and so it's becoming more male-centric. But here, we do it for everyone. We do it for women, for men. I dance for children's birthday parties, and I dance for like a wedding, and a man's birthday, like whatever. So it dances the line between like family appropriate always, but a little cheeky, like a little,
A little spicy. A little spicy. Okay.
Y después de eso, te fuiste viajando por todo el mundo. You've been traveling everywhere.
Yes. So after I graduated, I was so tired of going to Macedonia and I didn't go anywhere else. So I started trying to go at least 2 or 3 times a year somewhere I've never been, and doing things I haven't done.
What's the most interesting place that you've gone?
Thailand is my favorite, but I don't know if it's because it was my first. So it might hold a special place. The most interesting, I got to this just now. I just did safari and diving and staying in an underwater room all in Tanzania and Zanzibar.
Wow.
So
the Komoro
dance there.
With the Komoro,
this year, it was just Barbados and New York that I
You dance in Barbados and you dance in New York. Oh my God, that's awesome. Would you say that what you do is more of a cultural event or as an entertainment event?
I find it as both.
It's both.
People hire you for the entertainment. It's kind of like, hopefully I get my foot in the door for the entertainment, but they stay for the culture.
Okay.
So I don't like to completely ignore it. You have to make an entertaining show, but I keep with the tradition.
I heard you're going to show us a little bit of that tradition real soon.
Yes.
If not the next episode, the following segment. We'll be right back. Después de los anuncios.
These were old.
Bienvenido una vez más a Hola Palm Beach. Welcome back to Hola Palm Beach, and we're really excited because in a few moments we get to enjoy Lauren Cheek, and she's dancing. We're so excited. She's been dancing for a long time. She's real.
No, y cuando veas los movimientos que tiene esta chica, por favor,
I don't know why
ni vas a poder creerlo. Yo no puedo moverme así ni en my wildest dreams.
Every Sunday.
Wow. Entonces, vamos a ver ahora, vamos a oír la música. Mira, ya tengo música. Ahí vamos a empezar. Oh. baile más lindo.
Thank you, guys.
Oye, gracias.
Yo no podía creer todo ese movimiento que descolocaba y...
Dude,
I can't.
no. And this is what you do every day.
Every day.
No wonder you stay in shape. You are in fantastic
Yeah.
shape.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But I do wonder, like, a veces después de tanto bailar, ¿te duele? Like, does it hurt? Like, after, like, from moving around so much every day, like, doing those movements, like...
Not here. Your quads, your glutes sometimes from because you lean a lot. Like you're
Okay.
leaning back, but you get used to it.
Sí.
But you work out also.
Yes.
Okay,
So,
because that's got to be a lot of stress on your legs and your feet.
yes, so I do strength training 3 times a week. I run every day for about 20 minutes or so.
Okay,
So
and your knees, they're good?
they're good. They're good.
Because
And we
you've
have
been
bad,
dancing your whole life.
and we have bad knees in my family. So I
Okay,
have to.
really? Oh my God.
Yeah. But so far,
And where do you work out?
at my apartment gym.
In your private gym? Okay,
Yeah.
so privately.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to a public gym and been recognized and had people start hitting on you?
I don't like going to public gyms because they're really annoying like that. So I
They're
don't.
annoying like that.
I try to avoid it, especially going into the Smith machine and the weight area, which is unofficially a male space. It gets a little. I'd rather do it in my
Yeah, okay.
apartment.
Because you're recognized. I mean,
Sometimes,
you
yeah.
are, and mostly with the wealthy men. And they may take it liberties in being able to express how much they like you in public.
Usually,
Does that ever happen to you?
no, because I have a sword. So
You have the sword. Do you carry the sword around with you?
I do.
You do?
Bueno, pero la espada esa, cuando ella baila, la tiene en fuego. It's on fire most of the time.
Yeah, usually it's on fire.
Yeah.
I also have the fire headdress. I make my own fire props, so I design them.
Okay.
So-
And I'm accustomed to seeing people with poi
I do those
You
as
do
well,
both?
but not in this because the fabric.
fabric. Okay, well, we'll be right back. We're going to commercials, and we'll be right back with her. Fantastic. Bienvenido de nuevo a Hola Palm Beach con Rolando Chambarrero, Carla Triviño y Lauren Cheek. Ahora, vamos a regresar. Oye, fantástico baile. Muchísimas gracias. ¿A dónde podemos ir a verte a bailar? Where can we go see you dance?
I have several shows throughout the week, so you can go to Opa in Del Rey Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
On
Sunday.
Atlantic Avenue?
Yes.
Wow.
So 4 nights a week. Then Agora, Mediterranean Kitchen in Old Northwood, Friday, Saturday.
I love that place. I know the owner. Yes, and they were partners a while back with Cafe Central. They had some
Yes,
relationships
yes.
and stuff. Now Cafe Central's changed.
Yeah, they have a new
so.
ownership and they're going through a whole bunch of
But
changes.
those are wonderful places.
Agora is
Go
great.
there. And then Pentam too,
Okay.
which is the French place in Old Northwood. We do a Bohemian night on Thursdays, and they have DJ music and me doing fire belly dance.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and I think that's it, at least locally. You can also go to if you want to go all the way to Miami and Wynwood, at the Wynwood Smoking Lounge, I do shows on Fridays.
And how's Wynwood? I heard it's not as popular as it was. So you're still getting the same good clientele at
I
the
feel like
smoke
it's a
shop?
lot more popular.
It's
than
really
it was.
popular. I mean, I can't find parking. I have to get there early and park like a
Because
mile
now
away.
now is the real season. Because now it's our Basel.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it's starting to
Like
come.
in the summer,
Everybody,
right?
yeah, no, but no. It is on fire now.
Yeah.
Everybody's starting to
Yeah.
organize, open up shops, even the places that are closed.
Yeah.
People rent them temporarily
No,
as warehouses for shows and
Yeah.
stuff like that, right?
Wynwood is unbearable now, though. You can't get through over there.
It's
the
really
traffic
hard.
is insane.
It's really hard.
But
Yeah.
you also do some teaching. So if I want to learn some of those
What
moves.
don't you do? ¿Qué no haces?
No, ella hace de todo.
Maestra, bailarina, ballet, bellydancing,
No, todo. Viaja por todo el
antropóloga,
mundo, sí.
viajante, mujer del pueblo, mujer del
How
mundo.
difficult would it be for me to learn that?
You can learn all the moves are actually something you do every day. It's just
Yeah.
building endurance and building sharpness. So anyone, like man or woman, can learn to do it. It's just taking the patience to learn. And I do teach on Saturday mornings. 10:30 is the intermediate and 12:30 the beginner. And we're also going to be doing auditions soon for our performing company for the season.
Where? ¿A dónde?
At my house.
Tu casa. Entonces, si quieren aprender a bailar, a localizar a Lauren Cheek, que da clases en su casa. in my
No,
head.
tiene un
Y tiene
Yeah,
sí, pero...
the class is on the studio, but
Same.
probably audition is gonna be at
Okay.
the gym or something.
Yo me iba a invitar ya.
Yeah, he's inviting himself.
Because I'm sure you're Turkish and Greek. It's got to be food. Ask her. My whole thing is food.
No, I do cook a lot. So.
I may not get through the practice, but I'll sit down and eat. Yes.
Do you cook American food? A little bit of Cuban? Because your boyfriend is Cuban,
My
right?
boyfriend is Cuban, but he doesn't eat meat.
Yeah.
So I know, and he doesn't dance salsa either. So.
That's one of the few things I do know how to do. I know how to dance salsa, and I know how to dance hustle, like old 70s disco.
No, but I make a lot of Thai food.
I'll treat you to the dishwasher, that's fine.
Turkish French, those sort of things.
How about baklava?
Yes, I can make very good baklava.
Oh, now you're talking my language.
Yeah.
I'm Cuban, so if it's sweet, we're there.
There's a lot of desserts. I send desserts every week to Miami to his grandma.
Oh, really? So you make a lot of, okay, you got to get my number before you leave here.
I don't know where she finds the time to work.
She's baker.
She's like you. She's up at 3 a.m.
Butcher, candlestick maker. She's all
Yeah.
She's like this fantastic
She makes her
nursery
own
rhyme.
props, todo. Wow. Bueno, y Lauren, alguna proyecto que tenés, any projects coming up, anything you're going to be working on?
Well, right now we're gearing up for the season, so we're making all of our other dance shows. So besides the belly dance, we also do other folk dances. So we have Polynesian, samba, fire dancing, mermaids, bubble dancers, flapper, can-can. Masquerade is very big this year. Everyone keeps asking for masquerade, so we're making a show for this. So it's very busy in the choreography and the sewing department right now.
What do you, in your being, enjoy the most? What type of dance and in what format? Like the big stage, in restaurants. Like there's some artists that really like to paint live in small spaces. Others like I painted in Sunfest up on stage with a band called Making Faces, and I ate that up, you know, because it's so unusual and it was thrilling. The energy from the masses that were there was amazing. What makes it happen for you?
It's part that the energy, if the crowd is very good, if they're like really into it, which of course comes from me too, I have to put the energy first. But if they respond and we're having a good conversation like that, that's the best thing. I mean, that's the number one. The second is probably in the creating process. So finding the music and finding the steps and staying up all night making the choreography. Those are the two parts that keep me going.
And venues, small venues, mid-sized venues, or a large stage?
I like enough room to do what I need to do, but I like the people to be close. So it started in the ballet. Everything was far away.
Removed, yeah.
All I could see was the orchestra. And so when I got into belly dance, it was terrifying that I could see people's faces. I didn't want to see it. And now I'm still a little shy sometimes, but now I really enjoy having those personal experiences, making eye contact, and it works. Cause now it's the reverse. When I'm on the stage and I can't see the audience, I get more panicked because
you can't see the reaction?
Yeah, I can't see the reaction, and I've lost that energy feed now. So now it's just me alone. So
Dance alone? Groups? Preference?
Alone is always more, like the group is more theatrical, alone is more dynamic because you can change. So alone is always improv. I never have a choreography, I don't think about what I'm going to do. With the group, it's
Fire?
5, 6, 7, 8.
Fire thrills you? You like playing with fire?
Yes.
More than not?
You know, the fire, I like it for, it gets people's attention and I don't have to work very hard. But I mean, it's a lot of fun too, but it's a little scary because
Pyrotechnics, do you have to take special precautions? I know when we did it at the Art District, we had to call the fire department, get code, and find out what we had to do for fire hydrants, extinguishing mats, and things like that.
Yeah, we bring the fire blanket. I'm actually under fire liability insurance. So because of that, I have to have the fire blanket or some sort of extinguishing device. And you know, things your fuels have to be clearly labeled and this and that. And you know, unfortunately, there's a lot of fire performers that just do it without any training, and they end up ruining it for the rest of us. But there's a lot that goes into it beforehand.
Yeah, because that in itself is pyrotechnics. You have to understand fire. If you're going to play with fire, you have to understand it.
You have to understand it, and you have to respect it.
And you have to have an affinity for it too. You know, you have to somewhat be attached to it, because I talked to a lot of the performers that I knew. They loved fire. You know, they felt very close. But what's your next show? Because we're going to sign off, and I want people to go visit you.
So the next show, the closest one, would be this Thursday over at Pentonk at 10:30 and Opa at 8. So.
Vamos para Del Rey a visitarla en Opa a las 8 y hasta la semana que viene. De Hola Palm Beach. Chao.